Hey everybody, it's me again. Time for week 5 of my post ileostomy reversal surgery update. It's kind of hard to see, but that's the hole here is filling in nicely. I got 3 more weeks, then I can return to work. I haven't worked since April, so I'm ready to get back to work. Reason I noticed some of you guys, you can go back to work soon after you get your ileostomy, colonoscopy, or whatever. Unfortunately, I am a construction electrician by trade, and I can't go back out into the field, quote unquote, until after I'm 100%-ish. So, 3 more weeks. Knock on wood, right? Just an update from the last one. I was having a lot of, well, in a way, I guess I still am having a lot of issues as far as going to the bathroom. I have a lot of urgency to go. I have the intention, obviously, but when I go, I'm getting very little output. To me, what I'm putting into my body and obviously what's trying to come out of my body is like way in misproportion. So I'm trying to figure out something on that. I kept a track of 7 days of the times and the amount of output I went, and I was averaging 10 times or trips to the toilet a day for 7 days, which was kind of a lot. And I start my day from midnight to midnight, so it's a full 24-hour day. Last night, I think I started like 1:30-ish going to the bathroom, and I've been, like I said, get up, go to the bathroom, have just a little small 1 or 2 little pebbles, and then go back to bed, or in my case, I'm sleeping in a recliner so that my wife doesn't get woke up a lot. That's me getting up and down 100 times a day. So I'm sleeping in my recliner, and maybe an hour or 2 later, back up, go to the bathroom, do the exact same thing, and repeat. I've increased my fiber. I was told 30 grams of fiber a day. I take little gummies, chewable gummies. They're like, if you take 2 of them, it's like the equivalent of 5 grams. I've taken those. I thought about doing a laxative cleanse this weekend, but being that I don't have the sensation and the control that I used to have, say, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. It's just like, bam, I went to the bathroom. So I don't have that control yet, so I was kind of hesitant about doing that unless I just plan on just bringing me a chair, sitting in the bathroom, just camping out there the whole day, and I didn't want to do that. So I didn't do my cleanse. Yes, unfortunately, I am still wearing a diaper that you don't want to see. I wear a men's incontinence diaper, which, as you know, the incontinence for guys comes out the front. So you got a lot of padding in the front, not so much in the rear. Well, in my case, I gotta have more padding in the rear than I do in the front, so I ain't got to worry about issues. Because when you go to sleep, or I should say when I go to sleep, everything relaxes. There you go. I'm still working on the controls. I'm still doing Kegel exercises, which I don't know. I like to hope they're working. I go to the passing the gas versus going to the bathroom sensation is like real close. Normally before I could tell, okay, oh well, I gotta, and then go. And now, not so much. Just to clarify to some of the people that don't know, I had my rectum removed. They thought I had cancer. Luckily, when they removed it, oh, by the way, you don't have cancer. And if you know that a lot of medical people don't really give us a lot of information. That's why we have a support group, so we can say, hey, look, this is what happens to me. Well, this is what happened to me. Well, as you know, as you go across the bottom, you got the descending colon, and you got the other one going across. You get right close to the rectum, you got like a little, what I call a P-trap. There's a technical name for it, I can't think of what it is. And that's where your stool rests and forms until you get ready, till it gets big enough, then it gets dumped into your rectum, then your rectum sends signals to your brain saying, hey, you better go to the bathroom. Well, those of us that no longer have a rectum, we don't have those signals being sent. It's just kind of like, something knocking on the door and wanting to try to come get out while it's there. It ain't like it's coming. It's like, bam, here I am, hello. And so I'm dealing with that. I'm getting better at it. The sensations are a little late in coming sometimes, but baby steps, right? It's what we keep telling ourselves. So hence the diaper. The pain from going so much I think from the last update is no longer there. Luckily, I bought a bidet that fits on the toilet. That's not heated, nothing fancy. You just turn a knob, and I kind of enjoy that. I don't know if that's weird or not. If it hits the right spot, but it does the job as far as cleaning, and so there's no whole lot of wiping because, yes, when you overly wipe or if you get too aggressive, then obviously you rub it raw. You rub your cheeks raw and the butthole raw. Well, and then everybody's going to tell you, well, you got to put cream on it. Well, you put cream on it, and then 5 or 10 minutes later, you got to go back to the bathroom. You just wipe the cream right back off, and you put the cream right back on again. And it's a perpetual thing. Just sometimes it seemingly never ends. So I've got the cream. I got more cream than I probably should. Well, actually, I know I shouldn't have, being 56 years old. It gets to the point. I'm still eating whatever I want to eat. There were some issues or some questions earlier in the group this past week where people are saying you shouldn't eat this and you shouldn't eat that. Well, I'm not going to say that because I always tell everybody, in my opinion or in my case, I've never had a problem eating anything. I ate corn off the cob when I had my ostomy. Went to the Chinese place down the street and had the big mushrooms, and I actually watched them come out of my stoma into the bag. It was like they were just like slowly. It was weird. Nothing on TV. Hey, let's watch my stoma. And so, and that's not every case. I get it. Everything that came in here came out here, no problem. I ate whatever I wanted to. Spicy stuff, love spicy stuff. But I have noticed that when I eat a lot of chips and salsa, just snacking, and I noticed the salsa is a little bit spicier than it was before all of this. I don't know. I'm assuming my taste buds got changed because when I had the ileostomy back in April, my taste buds, I could probably eat a crap sandwich and it would taste okay. Everything was like bland. And then slowly my taste buds came back. So I'm thinking, and being a southern guy from North Carolina, I should love tomatoes. People love, you take a sliced tomato and put it on a sandwich. Oh, just, I just, no, not me. I don't like tomatoes. Love ketchup. Can't stand tomatoes. And then you got always going to have somebody that says, well, ketchup is made out of tomatoes. And I always say, it's the chemicals and preservatives I like in the ketchup. So I've noticed that I've ate accidentally tomatoes and I didn't know that I ate it. So maybe that's coming around and changing. But the spicy stuff's a little bit more spicier than I remember. And so I don't eat as much salsa as I used to. So that's a downside to me. As far as anything else, my stomach's healing up nicely. I got one more doctor visit next month before I go back to work, and till I get released. I just don't think that those of us that had our rectums removed and then had a reversal, and I'm not saying this is going to happen to you, this is my humble opinion, is that I just don't think that I would never be right. Obviously, I'm not, because there's 8 inches of my colon laying in a landfill somewhere. But it's the retraining, it's the patience, it's all the other stuff that we have to be more mindful of than we was before. And so it's again, daily step by step, daily things that we have to go through, learn. Well, maybe I shouldn't have done this. Maybe I could do that. It's an individual thing. I've always been hard-headed. I just jump in both feet, sink or swim. So it served me well a lot. Not every case, but some. And I just remember when people post questions on here, just look, this is not a medical forum. I don't think there's any medical people out there. I used to be a paramedic. Yes, I know the difference between, this and that. Big deal. I never studied the colon. I never studied all that stuff. I just, if it was bleeding, I put a Band-Aid over it, basically. So just when you ask questions, maybe just put in my case, this is what happened, or because some people can't eat stuff. I get it, but there's no way of knowing. If you could eat it, I don't want nobody to try something and get blocked. Absolutely, I do not want that. Just, it's your own decision. You can ask for opinions. Obviously, I'm going to say I eat whatever I want, whenever I want. Obviously, I'm probably eating too much. I'm gaining some of my weight back, unfortunately. But just be careful. And if I want to say this one last thing, is that this is a group, and again, in my humble opinion, that we should be open to say what we want to say about our issues here. Without fear of repercussions, or being attacked. Come on, guys, really. If I want to attack some people on here, I can do it. I can just light a fire and piss everybody off. But that's not me, because I want to help people out there that's going through what I went through, because when I was going through it, before I found a group, I didn't have nobody. My doctor was an asshole, being a butthole surgeon. I guess that was good for him. He's an arrogant little bastard, but he knew what he was doing. He'd come in every morning after my surgery for like 30 seconds and haul ass. So what I had to try to teach myself about the anatomy of the colon. When I had my ileostomy bag, me and my wife struggled with leaks, and I never had a rash, maybe a little bit of a rash, but we use skin prep around the stoma. Cut the ring out nice and tight so it fit nice and tight. Sometimes it bled. It was so snug. But the stoma, and most of you will probably agree with this, has no sensory nerves. You can't feel it. You can touch it, you won't feel it. You feel it in your finger, but not there. So it didn't really bother me. Just like no big deal. And I found out that once I wore a belt, which is I wore a two-piece Hollister bag system, and it's got the little clips on the sides, top and bottom, everything. I found a belt that clips into the little hook, goes all the way around my waist, come back around, and clip on the other side. Well, I kept it a little bit tighter so it pressed in. So when the bag got changed, put the wax ring on and everything, I took a heating pad. It was already nice and warm. I put it on here for about 2 or 3 minutes. Everything got nice and warm. Then I put my belt on. I could wear it for a week, no problems, no leaks. When I go outside and sweat, it itches like crazy. But I mean, even this itches when I sweat because your sweat glands are covered up. So. I talked to somebody last week, well actually it was this weekend, over video chat here. Hey Dawn, I hope you're doing good. She's out in California. She's going through her stuff today. And, or this week, today or this week? This week, I think. And, oh man, can't remember. I hope she's doing good. Everybody's going through the reversal today. I think there's a couple other ones I know that's going through their reversal today. I hope everything goes good. Just remember, guys, just be nice. Say your opinion. And people that ask questions, just take it like that. It's somebody's opinion. This is my experience. And that's why I videotape these things, because you can ask a question when you type it out, and you can type out the longest nice answer, but it doesn't really make that connection like me looking at you guys like right now. So and plus, most importantly, being selfish, it's therapeutic for me, because I know that in a year or 2 or 3 down the road, I'm gonna, this is gonna be healed, and I'm gonna be 100%. And I'm gonna look back on these videos and say, oh, what an asshole. I mean, did it really hurt that bad? Did I really have crap running down my leg? Was that really blood running down there? And look, it was terrible. So, and that's why I started doing these before the videos, before I knew about the group. Some of the early ones, especially the one where I almost died 2 days before they admitted me for dehydration. That's that one, and you can see it in my face and in my voice that I was dying as I was making the video. Slowly, but luckily, I got over it. You get over it from dying. That's weird. But anyway, be nice, be cool, be safe. See you in next week, week 6. Later, guys.